And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, the clip.
There's been a transformation here in LA. There is no doubt about that. DA, thank you. All right, a chance to check out stats for Kawhi Leonard.
And he's struggling with his shot these days, and the analytics bear that out with the true shooting percentage heading down in these past 10 games. But, guys, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a trend that he could reverse here tonight.
And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Anthony Davis, Iguodala out there with LeBron James. Then it's Montrezl Harrell, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, at forward you have George and Leonard. Lowry out there with Hield, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Lakers now. Just 2 to shoot. Davis. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And when AD's got that mid-range working, it just makes him all the more difficult to defend, showing off even more of his repertoire.
Now, here's George, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. It's stolen by Hield. Lowry against Iguodala. Outside Lowry. Drives to the hoop, and the rejection by Iguodala.
Boy, the suffocating defense of Andre Iguodala is so important to his team. Really good job timing the shot there.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. And that one, good.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball. Father Time has not caught up to LeBron James yet. This man looks like he is on a mission, and he continues to add to his legacy.
And it's Leonard missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And James throws it down.
Oh, he loves this. Just blows past defenders, takes it strong to the rack.
Hield kicks to Ibaka. Leonard on the wing. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
And here's Lowry, coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Leonard against Davis. The Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Kuzma. And it's 7 points for LeBron.
Well, I'll tell you, if you work as hard as LeBron James, as he did in that instance, he's a physical force inside. That's going to be his shot every time.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Bucket is good.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that sixth sense. Wow, what a pass.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in. James outside. Jacks up a 3. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Boy, what a stroke. LeBron James every year builds brick by brick in his game, and that perimeter game, whoo-hoo, sweet.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Howard comes in for Harrell, and it's Austin Rivers in for Kyle Kuzma. Lowry looking around. Hits the three-point bomb.
Listen, this guy's so dangerous from beyond the arc. Kyle Lowry has always been a knockdown three-point shooter.
James finds Davis. Great D that time from Leonard.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Howard. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
Outside Lowry. Passes to Leonard. Over Davis. They get the rebound. LeBron against George. Just 5 on the clock. Driving to the basket. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
The Clippers shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And George drops them both. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP the start of the season. You know,
Yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And James picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his 2nd foul, and he can't afford to pick up a 3rd.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Clippers. There's a minute 34 left here in the first quarter. And it's sent back by Howard.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
Caruso kicks to LeBron. Going inside, and James picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Ouch, 3 fouls for him already, and now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Markieff Morris is checked in for Davis. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for James. And it's Dragic in for Austin Rivers. Zubac does screen on Dragic. Payne. And it's sent back by Howard. Caldwell-Pope outside. And the Lakers with another miss.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Now Zubac. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Makes it off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It's stolen by Jones. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. There's the drive, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Caldwell-Pope. The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he's good on the second. The Lakers in the lead. Caldwell-Pope for 3. And with the rebound. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Pelicans.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused and they made everything they looked at.
Bounce pass, Dragic. Caldwell-Pope for 3. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Lakers lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together. We move the ball. We make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Lakers 5 right now. Markieff Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope and Harrell's in at center.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Down low. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Wow, what an easy look Kyle Lowry creates for his teammates. One of the best setup men in the entire league.
And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
A nice shot by George.
Yeah, that's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
Here's Rivers. Here's Davis. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Davis has got 6.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. The Lakers with the rebound.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Kuzma passes to Thomas. It's stolen by Ibaka. George looking around. What a terrific move that was. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George, the quick handles for a guy his size.
Thomas kicks to Davis. Harrell trying to free himself up. 4 on the clock. Shot clock at 3. The shot misses. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Outside Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Leonard dishes to George.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Davis down low. While recovering. And Davis throws it down.
And all Davis needs is the right positioning. Once he's established, dunking becomes easy.
Here's Lowry. He's got 5. The pass to Leonard. Outside Lowry. Ibaka sets the pick for Lowry. Back to Leonard. Launches it. They get it back. Ibaka goes up again. They had a number of cracks in it, but came away empty-handed.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Offensive rebound. And it's Harrell missing. It's stolen by Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Harrell trying to free himself up. That's good from Davis on the assist by Thomas. Davis has got 10 points in the game. Clippers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Harrell. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Rivers. And it's Alex Caruso in for Thomas. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kyle Lowry.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. This one for three.
And the quickness and long arms of KCP, he does a good job of getting into the shooter.
LeBron against Jones. Outside for Caldwell Pope. The Lakers rebound. The second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And let's check out stats for James. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging 29 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Well, something else they've done a good job of tonight is penetrating and getting points right at the rim.
Payne passes to Zubac. He kicks it to Jones. He takes it in, and Jones slams it in.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's James, and James throws it down.
You could see in LeBron's eyes, he would not be denied on that drive.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. Pass to Mann. Here's Zubac driving inside.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. James outside. Pass to Howard. Back to James. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebounds as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points and 1 assist. He's been in the midst of some incredible games lately, and tonight he's got it going again. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, you can see the comfortable atmosphere that these players are playing with on the offensive end. Guys understand their roles, Ernie, and they make it look easy on the offensive floor tonight, shooting a very high percentage and not making any bad decisions.
And Shaq, your take on the Clippers?
Well, they've been getting worked on the glass. Out-hustled, out-muscled, out-bustled. Where's the fight? I know they got some tough matchups down low, but if they really want to win the game, they need to crash the boards way harder in the second half.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
At forward, you have George and Leonard. Lowry out there with Heel, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Leonard. He has 6. Ibaka looking for an opening. 5 on the clock. Kuzma against George. It's blocked.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy. Wasn't letting that shot get off. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lowry with the ball. 5 points in the game. Pass to George. Yes, that goes in. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
No good on the second free throw. Clippers trail by 7. First minute and a half of basketball here in the 3rd quarter. Ibaka with the screen on LeBron. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. James outside. Minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. And he makes the 8-footer.
Well, at this point, with LeBron rolling, the #1 goal on every possession, get it to the king.
And stolen by Harrell. James up top. And there's the pass to Davis. Shoots. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Lowry finds Heel. Out to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
And the Lakers with some changes. Morris is checked in for Anthony Davis. Austin Rivers comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Dragic in for LeBron. Lakers leading by 7. Bounce pass, Dragic. For the 3. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's George. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Dragic kicks to Kuzma. Pass to Rivers. 3-pointer. And again, the Lakers no good. Clippers trailed by 5. Outside Lowry. Over Morris. Nobody near Leonard. A three-pointer is right on target. Leonard's got 9 points.
Well, Kawhi Leonard put in the time to become a big-time threat from range. That is beautiful.
Rivers passes to Dragic. And Kuzma has it in the corner. And the Lakers with another miss.
Well, he tries to answer with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Healed from outside. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Back to Dragic. Out to Kuzma. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 6th rebound on the night. On the wing, George for the lead. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Both teams will make substitutions. An opportunity here to go to the 2K leaderboard and see who's been the hottest of the hot at the small forward position for the past month. LeBron James, number 1. In the 3rd spot, Kawhi Leonard.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Boy, that's putting it mildly. The offensive firepower they're packing is superb, and their talent runs the gamut. They can hurt you inside, long range, anywhere in between. They're all just too tough to stop.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Clippers.
Kane looking around. A rebound by the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Morris outside. Here's the 3. And with the rebound, the Clippers trail. 1:46 left here in the 3rd quarter. He can't hit that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. Dragic dishes to Morris. Shoots over Payne. Good work there as it goes. And it's a 3-point Laker lead.
How about the balance, the effort? Markieff Morris takes the hit, still able to convert.
Pass to man. From deep. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's Dragic with the drive, and Jones sends it back. Payne gets a wide open look, sinks the triple. Payne's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Fires the 3. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years. And if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Dragic with it. Leonard picks him up. Dragic the pass to Morris. Drops in the layup for 2. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Zubac a screen on Dragic. Into the lane. Here's Payne. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Here's Zubac. And the Clippers miss again. James outside. And that one released in time, but no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Clippers on top. They lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 2, so the Lakers 5 right now. Oh!
Just a phenomenal drive to the basket by LeBron, an expert at completing these drives through contact.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Payne kicks to Zubac. The 3 from George. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Cameron Payne. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Alex Caruso. Now here's James. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Friday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Charlotte Hornets.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Here's James. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, we know every game LeBron is going to find his way to the line just from his aggressive style.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Yeah, something else that stands out tonight is how many assists they have.
Leonard, he's checked in for Zubac. And the Lakers also making a change. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. Ibaka sets the pick for Leonard. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
James in, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more. Clippers leading by 4. On the wing, George. And he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
LeBron's shot is good.
Just fluidity that LeBron plays with. His ability to change direction on a drive so quickly. Incredible.
And the Clippers call time here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Leonard the pass to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second.
The strength of LeBron is something that is never going to go away, and it will always allow him to finish plays like that.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside Lowry. Yep, that one goes.
Well, the defense has been lackluster out of the locker room, and that is why they are finding themselves in a tough spot.
Out to Kuzma. Paul George with the steal. Here's the break. And George with the stuff.
The speed in transition. Paul George is dynamic in space.
Lakers trail by 8. The drive by Chick. Wow, hammering it in.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Leonard with a screen on Kuzma. The shot by George, no good.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for us.
And it's in there.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Free throw good, James. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. George against Kuzma. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
We see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
Good on the second free throw.
You know, they would have liked to have gotten the ball, but he did make it a 2-possession game.
Healed against James. Driving the lane, and it's good for 2. James has got 38 points.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And George, here we go. The Lakers trail. And here is Harrell. Now James to tie it up. No good that time. Great D that time from Leonard. Lowry with the ball. Picked up by Davis. A nice shot by George.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
LeBron against Hield. And the dunk by James.
The elevation and athleticism of LeBron at his size, just incredible.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Clippers. A 2-point game. Outside, George. Ibaka sets the pick for George. Back to Lowry. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's James. Harrell trying to free himself up.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
Hield can't hit. Lakers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Shoots the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 15 rebounds here tonight. James finds Iguodala. Back to LeBron. To the inside. Here's Davis. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Kuzma against George. Ibaka with the screen on Kuzma. Ibaka outside. Misses the 3. LeBron with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Back to James. Inside, here's Davis, and the shot is long. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Back to George. There's the triple, and it's LeBron James with the rebound. To tie it up. Leonard with the steal, and that's an intentional foul. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Paul, a great team effort defensively. So what were your points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we had to do. We had to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Well, y'all were real disruptive tonight, man, and led to the win. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.